Hello everybody, you there? Well, welcome to this wet and miserable Wednesday, Wednesday, yeah. So I'm here for another optic nerve, and the subject of this one, it's really about patience and empathy, and it's regarding an incident that happened last week when we was away in Derbyshire, and Nicola and I were in a store, and we were having a mooch around, and in the store Nicola noticed that there was a blind lady there with a guide dog. So Nicola told me, and I went, "Oh, can we go over and I'll ask the lady if it's okay to have a chat and stroke the dog if it's okay." So we went over, and it was a lovely Labrador, about 6 years old, and quite a small Labrador, quite cute, really. Well, very cute. They're all cute. So yeah, I was having a good chat with this lady, and I'm not going to mention any names, or I'm not going to mention the name of the dog or the store. So we were having a chat, and we were away from the counter where the cash registers are, and to my knowledge, I'm sure there was space for people to get around. And anyway, this woman approached the till, and she was near us, but again, I thought there was room, and she just said, to whether or not it was to me or to me, Nicola, this lady and the dog, she went and she said, "Get out of my way," very abruptly. Not nice at all. So I heard it straight away, and Nicola heard it, but obviously we didn't react because we were in a shop and we didn't want to cause a fuss. And obviously, there's a guide dog there and a third party, so you don't want to create a scene. But we heard it, and then the guide dog was quite happy and lively, and the lady had a daughter there, and the guide dog approached the daughter, and the daughter said abruptly to the guide dog, "Do you mind?" So yeah, it was shocking, really. And when the blind lady and her guide dog had left the store, Nicola and we said, "Can't believe what we've just heard." And this does happen, and it's just, I'd like to discuss, about people showing a bit more patience and a bit of empathy. Now, for whatever reason the lady chose to speak to us that way, it's a matter for her to deal with. But I'm sure that if she was in our shoes as living with no sight, her reactions, would be different, and she'd expect some empathy while she's out and about. And the same too with a daughter, and it seems that a daughter could possibly be living what she's learned, and I hope a daughter, gets out of these sort of habits and can show empathy and patience. There's lots and lots of different scenarios when you're out and about, lots and lots of different circumstances and instances that can arise. It's it's not all about the blind. It can be about children, and expectant mothers, and the elderly, and there's lots and lots of different reasons why you might need to just take a deep breath and just wait, or offer some help, but empathise with the person that might be having a bit of a struggle that day. And we all struggle, and it was just something that I thought I'd mention. And obviously there was no heated exchange, there was no confrontation. Obviously I wouldn't do that in that circumstance. I have been known to fly off the handle a few times, but I'm never I don't embarrass myself, because when I have flown off the handle, I 100% believe it was for the right reason, and when I've decided to put someone in their place, I'm not embarrassing myself because I'm doing what needs to be done, in my opinion. So, yeah, if you're ever confronted with a situation like that, if you're out and about, if you're blind or visually impaired, and somebody is a bit rude and nasty to you, you know, whatever you do, especially if you're in a shop or with friends, don't create a scene, really. That's my advice. Like I say, I wouldn't embarrass myself, but you would possibly embarrass others with you in your group. So it's just a little video to explain what happened, and it was shocking, and I felt sick, and Nicola felt a bit sick, you know, after this woman had just said, "Get out of my way," and it was completely uncalled for. So it's just, this happens, and when you're disabled, you think that everybody's going to be nice to you and helpful, but in truth, that's not the case. There are people out there that just want to get on with their own day, and they will take no prisoners. They want things doing, you know, a certain way, and they want to get somewhere quickly. And yeah, I've been knocked off my cane a few times and barged out of the way, and been treated quite harshly. But yeah, I thought I'd share that with you folks anyway. So a bit of a somber subject, but it's just really to highlight what can happen, and I'm just sharing that experience with you. So yeah, but apart from that, everything's all good, and later on I'll be back in the workshop 1 PM GMT for some more wood turning on this Lutherie hoop. So that's it for me now. So thank you very, very much for checking in, and thanks for listening to me just discuss that particular event last week. So thank you so very much. Right, back to being happy. Hey, right, so yeah, wood turning later. So again, this is going to get all glitchy now while I turn the voiceover off and end this video. So again, my apologies for that. I'll have to try and think a way of getting around it, but until that time, it's going to remain a bit glitchy. So I'm turning the voiceover off now. Voiceover is off now, so I should be able to hit